Hello, everybody. It is Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy, with your penultimate reading from The Guy Who Knows a Guy, the book. This is the book. This is the original version. I'm reading from the revised edition that Ken Driscoll has been very helpful in revising. So next week will be the last reading, chapter 15, the final chapter of this exciting book. It's not really like a story that wraps up. But anyway, very excited. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do after that. I might just enjoy my Mondays free again. I've also been thinking it might be interesting to get together either like a happy hour or kind of a discussion salon. Pat Helmers have been doing a Telebabble, which was a conference call for people to chat on, which was kind of interesting. So I was thinking I might do something like that. I don't know. If you have any ideas, put them in the comments of what we should do after I finish reading this book. But this has been going on for nearly 4 months because one a week. And we're on chapter 14. So we've been doing this for a little while. I'd love to hear thoughts on what we can do. I got all kinds of things. I got StreamYard. I got Zoom. I got Facebook Live. Well, it's mostly StreamYard. Different ways we could do this. So let me know. What do you think about how we should, what I should do in the future to entertain you all and engage and all the rest? I'm going to give it another minute because it's only 7 o'clock. It's just exactly 7 o'clock. Give people a chance to get on before we get on to this chapter, which is all of, 3 pages long. So not going to be a super long read there, but there we go. In the meantime, speaking of lots and lots of gratuitous energy, I got to tell you about this. Crush2021.guywhoknowsaguy.com. If you need a boost, if you need a mindset reset, if you need to be ready to rock and roll into 2021, go to crush2021.guywhoknowsaguy.com for only $7. You will get a message in your email every single morning with not only my excited voice, but also some kickin' music to get you fired up, to get your head right, to get you ready to rock and roll and smash into 2021 like the Kool-Aid Man through a brick wall. So go to crush2021.guywhoknowsaguy.com. All right, let me put that away. One other thing, countdown.guywhoknowsaguy.com. I'm doing a series of free webinars on goal setting, on setting your goals, getting ready for 2021. It's coming, guys. It's coming pretty soon. Countdown.guywhoknowsaguy.com. They are free. There are 5 of them left, so they're all kinds of different times because people always tell me, oh, I can't do the evening, I can't do the morning, I can't do Tuesdays, whatever. There's 5 of them. One of them fits your schedule. Go check it out. Countdown.guywhoknowsaguy.com. Now on with the reading. I know that's what you're here for. Ready? Who's ready for some reading? You ready for some reading? Let's go. The Guy Who Knows a Guy by Michael Whitehouse. Chapter 14, Why Write a Book That You Don't Expect to Make Money On. You meet one of 2 people. One is Michael Whitehouse, printing salesman, and the other is Michael Whitehouse, author of The Guy Who Knows a Guy. Who are you more interested in talking to? Who would you like to meet up with later this week? If you are like most people, it would be the author. Salesmen are a dime a dozen, but authors, how often do you meet an author? For all you know, the book I wrote contains the phrase, I am a baked potato, 22,000 times, between 2 attractive covers. Doesn't matter. Being an author comes with a certain esteem. I hope that you have found the advice in this book to be valuable, and I hope that tens of thousands of people buy it. But before any of that, this book has a value to me because it allows me to carry the title of author. For better or worse, marketing is all about perception. I have seen fantastic companies that did not draw the market that they should because they did not create proper perceptions. I have seen terrible companies sell like gangbusters because they mastered the perception game. In The Psychology of Selling, Brian Tracy speaks about the principle of the winning edge. The concept is that tiny advantages can lead to massive results. Maybe one salesman made one extra follow-up call, or was just a little better prepared, or even had a nicer looking tie when he met the prospect. That one extra follow-up call, by the way, is called the +1 concept, which you can learn about in my podcast, Michael's Motivation, available on Anchor, Spotify, and many other podcast platforms. Probably should have included an episode number for that, because I have no idea which of the 170 episodes I talk about the +1 concept. I should probably talk about that again. Anyway, This small edge may have made the difference between 100% of the commission and 0% of the commission. He probably wasn't even 20% better, but he got 100% of the sale. In the market I sold printing in, there were at least 4 other printers who were comparable to us. Similar quality, price, service, capabilities. We had some advantages over them, and they had some over us. But for the most part, they were hard to distinguish by the prospect. How did I earn business in this crowded market? I made myself the differentiating factor. I am always seeking to personally create value. This means developing relationships. This means using my connections to benefit those whom I might wish to do business with. And this means finding ways to differentiate myself, like becoming an author and radio show host. Think of ways that you can differentiate yourself. Do you give a good talk? Most local Rotary clubs and other similar organizations are looking for speakers. Go there, and if you do it enough, you can call yourself a speaker. Footnote, Toastmasters is a great resource for improving your speaking if you have difficulty or are just looking for feedback. And the Mystic Aquarium Toastmasters Club meets on the first and third Wednesday. I want to say first and third Wednesday at 4:30. It might be second and fourth. Message me offline and I'll connect you. I wasn't expecting to be tested on this. Anyway, Toastmasters for 2 Wednesdays a month, 4:30. Great group. Do you know enough about a topic to write 20,000 words? Write a book. Now you are an author. Not sure how to get started writing your book? Contact my friend Lisa Saunders, who consults with helping people to discover the book within them. www.authorlisasaunders.com. The perception that an author is an evolutionary step above comes of the fact that people often ascribe certain superhuman traits to those in esteemed roles. If someone is an author or CEO or governor, they must be superior in other ways. As I discussed a few chapters back, people are people. It doesn't matter if someone is an author, CEO, governor, or president of the United States. Everyone has doubts, fears, physical maladies, embarrassing histories, mistakes in their past, mistakes in their future, and all the rest that makes us human. When you read the letters and diaries of great people of history, you find that they all had doubts and lost faith at one time or another. You will also find that they have all had moments of despair and failure to offset their glory. Chances are that there is some topic that you know enough about to write 20,000 intelligent words about. It doesn't have to be your business. Maybe you know a lot about knitting or fishing or 17th century men's fashion. Write a book. Be an author. Discover that you are better than you thought you were. And if you have any trouble, give Lisa Saunders a call. She'll help you out. What writing a book did for me. Every day I post a video that starts with, I'm Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows the guy, which you can find on YouTube at youtube.guywhoknowsaguy.com. After this book came out, I started giving it away as a raffle prize at networking events to gain awareness. I created an email list giving a weekly update of networking events in the area. I created my website at www.guywhoknowsaguy.com. Look, there it is. At networking events, people started introducing me as the guy who knows a guy. 3 years later, I now work full-time as a professional coach under the brand name of The Guy Who Knows a Guy. My business branding is based on the original design of the cover of this book. This one right here. But it all started with the original version of the book I published in 2017. The book gave me the credibility to begin building a personal brand, which would eventually build into a business. What can writing a book do for you? It really did all start with the book, and it's funny because I've identified myself with this book for nearly 4 years now, 3.5 years. I've been the guy who knows a guy. I became the guy who knows a guy because I would give it away at events and they'd say, hey, look, it's the guy who knows a guy. It's Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy. I'll never forget. So my email list used to be just a listing of events. I tried putting some other content in. Nobody cared. And so I figured it wasn't worth all the time I was spending putting other content in. But I shared a listing of all the events. There's 4 chambers of commerce in our area that run events. And each of their websites is different and navigates differently. They're all good. It's just they're all different. You kind of have to get used to the nuances. So I would aggregate when all the events were for all 4 chambers. And since I was doing that work anyway, I figured might as well send out an email. And I was talking to a friend of mine. And he mentioned an event that was coming up and said, hey, you're going to this event. And I said, oh, no, I forgot about that. Where'd you hear about it? He said, I heard about it from your email list. You know, you've really made it in communication when someone is quoting your own communications back to you for things that you have forgotten are happening. So, and check in the comments, see if anyone has commented anything like questions or comments or things I should respond to. I don't see any. I'll pop over to live Facebook here, see if anyone's commented anything. And if not, I'm going to pop on out and we'll be done. Let's see. All right. A couple of reminders before I go. Countdown.guywhoknowsaguy.com. Free goal setting course webinar to help you get your goals straight, your mind straight, make a plan, set a target for 2021, and crush 2021.guywhoknowsaguy.com. Every morning in your email, a motivational message to get you fired up and get your head right so you can forcibly push 2020 out the door and on cleared in 2021. See, the thing is, if you go into 2021 with 2020 dragging behind you, 2021 will just be 2020 part 2. You got to get your head right. You got to clear that out. You got to be ready to do it. So that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Join me again next week for the final edition, the final chapter. Chapter 15. Nobody is unimportant. Nobody. Not even you. You're important. Thanks for watching. See you later.